What's up, everybody? It's Legal Tender, back in the building, back in the vault. Pulled out some notes to make a new video. I want to thank everybody for the love and support of the channel. Everybody has been very supportive and encouraging. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will always say that because I really do mean it. If you're a fan of Newsmatics, if you're a fan of paper currency, stay rocking with me, stay rocking with the channel. If you have any questions or comments, put it down in the comment section. I read every comment and I respond back as soon as possible. If I say something that isn't accurate, let me know. I'll go back, do the research, and make sure that I correct any deficiency that I stated earlier. That's happened before, and I have no problem doing it again. Every week will be a new video speaking about something different regarding Newsmatics and paper currency. And let's get into it. So on today's video, I will be speaking about star notes. So pulled out a couple, and this is what we got. So as you can see, a star note is easily identifiable with the star right there. So what is a star note? All right, so star notes come into existence when there are any errors or faults found on notes. So the printing process is, all right, so let's go back. So the Federal Reserve Bank tells the U.S. Treasury how much money to print. Then the U.S. Treasury tells the Bureau of Engraving and Printing to print X amount of notes. So let's just say they say print 1 million notes. So they print 1 million notes, and whether if it's on a sheet of 32 or a sheet of 50, the printing process is done in 3 phases. So it's 3 printing processes for a sheet of notes. First, they print the reverse of the note because it's the most ink consuming. So they print the reverse side first. They let it dry for 72 hours. If there's nothing wrong during that printing process, perfect. 72 hours later, they move to the obverse side. Then they print the front, everything on the front of the obverse side of the note. Let that chill for 72 hours. If there's nothing wrong during that printing process, all right, perfect. Then on the third printing process, they print the treasury seal and the serial number. Nothing wrong, perfect. This is a good sheet of notes. Let's put that in circulation. Bet through any one of those 3 printing processes, if something goes wrong, those notes are examined. If there's a flaw to where those notes are deemed imperfect, because the vision of the Bureau of Engraving and Printing is to set the world standard for banknotes through excellence and innovation. So those notes are inspected. If there's anything wrong with those notes, they'll pull from circulation, identified, destroyed, and then reprinted again using the exact same serial number. But on the second time they're printed, a star is added to identify that those notes were destroyed and replaced. So the reason that a star is added is for 2 reasons. One is to ensure that the obligation that the Fed put out is met. The Federal Reserve Bank says print 1 million notes. 1 million notes are printed, and it's easy to track that quantity just off the serial number. So if they say print 1 million, it's easy to track it from serial number 1 all the way up to 1 million. And then they add the star to verify that those notes were destroyed and replaced. So it's a check to make sure that the volume of notes that was told to be printed was printed. Nothing more, nothing less. They said print 1 million, they print 1 million, and they track that million by the serial number because it would be in sequential order from 1 all the way to 1 million. And that star is just to confirm that that obligation that was put out earlier was met. Cool. All right, so star notes have existed through every phase of U.S. currency being printed, from big face bills down to the smaller modern day size bills in every currency. So by that I mean they was printed. You got star notes that are gold certificates, silver certificates, United States notes, emergency notes, things like that. So every currency has star notes. And the face value goes up slightly based on the condition of the note, first off, and the age of the note. So you can definitely get a little more coin based on the type of notes that you got. And like I said, they came in every type of currency, and they came in every denomination. So as we see right here, we got the $1 note. We got $2 bills. Again with the star being at the end of the serial number. But in earlier printing days, you'll find the star at the beginning of the serial number. So $2 note. Like I said, we got the 5 series year of 1953 with the star at the beginning. And if you find a star that's filled in, that'll definitely add to the overall face value. And you could get even more coin. So like I said, I got a lot of 5s. A lot of $5 bill star notes. Got another star right here at the end of series year 1999. So they came in every denomination, every type of currency, gold certificates, silver certificates, series year 2017. Again with the star at the end of the note. And they also had them in uncut sheets. So the star right there. And this right here is a perfect example of how the Fed ensured that the number of notes to be printed that they said print was actually printed, because they just tracked them by serial number. What we got right there? What's the 10,000? So what's that? Every 10,000 note, 10,000th note. And they tracked them by the serial number. So apparently there was an uncut sheet that was printed. An error was found. They destroyed the entire sheet, replaced them all, and added a star. And they just tracked to make sure that the number that they said, nothing more, nothing less, was printed just by going off the serial number. Even in, excuse that glare, and uncut sheets. So some error notes did make it through circulation. So if you got those, that was a good look. And star notes, like I said, the face value increases a little more. So this $5 star note with the condition, probably get 15 bucks. Older notes, because you ain't gonna find these anymore. They're not printing 1953 A series anymore. Things that will lead to a note being destroyed or during the printing process is, if there was an over inking, an under inking, if there was a double denomination identified. So it'll be a 5 in the front, and then a $10 denomination on the back on one bill, that'll lead to a note being destroyed as being unserviceable. So yeah, there's no identifying features of star notes on the back of the note on the reverse side. It'll just be found on the obverse side, right behind the serial number. So some errors made it through. That's why error notes are highly sought after, and the premium is a lot higher, because the government, the Bureau of Engraving and Printing, does not want any imperfect notes in circulation. So they work real diligently to track those, identify them, and replace them. So that's why we got star notes / replacement notes. All right, so if you got any star notes, what type of star notes do you have? Put it in the comments. If you're a fan of star notes, put it in the comments. If you have different currency types of star notes, legal tender notes, gold certificates, silver certificates, put it down in the comments. I'd love to get your feedback. And that's all we got for this one. Again, thanks for rocking with me. Thanks for rocking with the channel. And till next time, keep it legal, keep it tender. I'll talk to you soon.